Ships. I saw you singing underneath the street lamp light, whispering wind into my sails, singing it's all gonna be alright. I saw you singing underneath the street lamp light, whispering wind into my sails. We were passing ships at night. The way we live, the way we rock on the cliffs, granted wishes, sailing ships. The way we roam across the ocean in a battle, fighting wars upon the name of love. And I heard you in the night when the ocean bled into the sky. And I saw you singing underneath the street lamp light, whispering wind into my sails, singing it's all gonna be alright. I saw you singing underneath the street lamp light, whispering wind into my sails. We were passing ships at night, and it's like home when I'm rolling off the tightrope and cutting through the morning fog. We rise like smoke, oh, an offering above us, sailing through all we know. And I heard you in the night when the ocean bled into the sky. Oh, He stole my body, ripped it away so fast I couldn't feel. Led me to things I never wanted to believe. He laid me down in that hole in the ground and shoveled in every little piece of me that I had to give till I was no more. By the sound of a flickering lantern, by the cold tiles on the mirror in the bathroom, did you see me bleed out on the floor? I heard it coming like a roaring freight train, from a soft vibration to a sound so frightening, but I was always tied down to those tracks. And if this nightmare doesn't kill me, the road I'm walking on will do just fine. And I know when you lay down to die, you open your eyes. Why doesn't anyone come to me, hold me down, tell me this is a dream, turn me around, show me the door, let me leave. In shadows and dreams I feel the ghost of a life that I just let go. I feel the fire of deceit creeping in your home. Guardian angel, grab your gun when I'm alone. Protect me from the snakes that are hissing and waiting to feed us the poison. Well, I heard it coming like a roaring freight train, from a soft vibration to a sound so frightening, but I was always tied down to those tracks. And if this nightmare doesn't kill me, the road I'm walking on will do just fine. And I know when you lay down to die, you open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Live from Market Square. I didn't know if you were going to start, James, or if it was me. I'm Brady Fox McCall, and this is my friend James Gilly.
Hey, welcome by. Thank you everybody for tuning in today. You can also catch this stream on OXB Radio.
Yes, we are live on OXB. Hi, all my folks on OXB Radio over in Radio Land. It's pretty cool. It is cool.
So I've been trying to get this situation right here to work for years. I've talked to so many radio stations and no one has any. There's not many people in radio right now sitting inside a radio
Right.
place.
Right.
I don't know what you call those things.
Studio, a station.
Station
Yep,
studio.
yep.
There's not many in this area that are actually sitting there physically to flip the switch.
Right.
So it's kind of cool. It is really cool that it's also streaming on radio.
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing, that's the reason we do this, and I think I said it last week, is bringing the community and the music and bringing it all together, and you do that here on the show, and it is something that ONC Radio has done before I started there on Gray Fox McCall, but we're glad to continue that and keep that going. So,
Definitely.
it's fun to be the new guy over there.
Definitely, yeah. And the radio station is great. It has a lot of followers on it and listeners. So.
Yep, and we have people all over the world. And honestly, we were looking after last week. We were taking a look, and it seems that we should probably say a big howdy to those in Russia. Some really high numbers in Russia.
Hey, Russia.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Yeah. Well, how you say hello in Russia? Do you know how?
I forgot to do. I was going to, but.
Well, regardless.
Hey, listen, you need to work on that. But I'm also a big howdy to those in California and North Carolina, and then right here in East Tennessee. We've got a lot of people that listen in East Tennessee, but our numbers are really great in California. I think that's cool that people in California care about this East Coast music.
Yeah, kill it. Actually, we have a great.
I think it's the universe telling you to shut up. No, I'm just kidding. We do have a great show today. Some things that I get to personally be involved with, and supporting veterans, and and I'm pretty excited to tell that story and share how other people can actually get involved to help these veterans. It's pretty cool using singer-songwriters, Nashville singer-songwriters to tell the story of these veterans is something that spoke to me, and I was glad to be able to MC the show and get more of these songs produced for Freedom Sings USA. I can't wait to tell you all about it.
Definitely. Actually, we have a Nashville artist here today as
I
well,
love it.
which is wild. But we have Nick Swan.
Nick Swan.
And he's now here in Knoxville. He's here to play all over East Tennessee, and also still in Nashville.
He's really a talented dude. Like,
Yeah, just really
here's
talented.
sound check, like he's really talented. Great time. You got a great show. Great show.
We should go to it.
Nick.
Take us away.
Check out my video. Hey James, thank you, Greg. My name is Nick Swan, like I said. This song's called Back on the Road. Been way too long staying in this house. I wanna get left, but I'm quiet as nice. And I've been cooped up like a duck in a pen. Wanna spread my wings, wanna get on the road again. Gotta get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Get on the road now. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. Gotta get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna stop me now. Been a long hallway. Couldn't go outside. Too much snow. Won't see sunshine. Got cabin fever deep in my brain. Like Jack from the Shine. Back to go insane. Gotta get on the road now. Nothing gonna slow me down. Get on the road now. Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Gotta get on the road now. Nothing gonna stop me now. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Yeah, get back, gotta get back, gotta get back, gotta get back, get back, gotta get back, get on the road now. Yeah, gotta get back, gotta get back, get back, gotta get back, get back, gotta get back, get on the road now. Gotta get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me back. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna slow me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna slow me down. Gotta get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna slow me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Gotta get on the road.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Live from Market Square. I'm Gray Fox McCall, and this is my friend James Gailey over here. We got some great stuff for you today here on the Live from Market Square. It's pretty cool to be here.
Yeah, thank you for being here. And this is our second time together, I believe.
It is
and you
our second
You
time.
did it twice with Josh as
I
well.
did.
So you're becoming an average guy around here.
Average?
Average. Yeah, I guess
Okay.
so.
I'll take
Jim,
average.
Jim Johnson was here, and you're good friends with Jim Johnson too.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I could never replace Jim Johnson.
Jim is just, he's busy with the movies, man. The movie game is going.
That's
But
pretty cool.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing. Anyways, we have a great show today. We have some phenomenal guests. We have your guests from.
Well, Spirit of Freedom is being presented by King's Family Distillery. They're going to talk to us a little bit about King's Family Distillery and their involvement with music, the veterans. And then Spirit of Freedom is coming up. It's the first Tuesday of every month. So wanted to give people the opportunity to learn a little more about that. We got some stuff.
Where's that at?
It's in Pigeon Forge this month, January the 4th at the Listening Room in Pigeon Forge, which the Listening Room in Nashville is legendary, and we're very fortunate to have something like the Listening Room in Pigeon Forge, and we get to knock them off of their socks with the Spirit of Freedom presented by King's Family Distillery. We were talking about socks earlier. I think that's why I said that. I don't know, but and the main focus is being able to use song to tell the story for these veterans, and we've had some great success with the Appalachian Rounds, and now moving into our second season with Spirit of Freedom. It's pretty cool to be able to do that.
Fantastic. We also we have Nick Swan.
Nick Swan is a big treat to have today.
He is, man.
Love learning about him.
He's a great guitar player.
Yeah,
and as you probably just heard, I'm sorry the
Yeah.
audio was messed up.
Yeah,
but he's gonna go right back into it in just a second. But I'm excited for the show today, and thanks
Yeah.
everyone for being on and tuning in. Also, the stream is being streamed on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and OXB Radio.
And
which is-
OXB Radio, the audio, we're very proud of the partnership, streaming partnership for OXB Radio, and being able to broaden the reach
Definitely.
of all the artists here in East Tennessee and beyond.
Definitely. I think we should have a great East Tennessee artist take us away.
Yeah.
Nick, why don't you do it?
Well, let's try that again. We had some technical difficulties, but these things happen in life. They happen when you're live, and they happen when you're out on the road. So, you just kind of move on, go with the flow. This song's called Back on the Road. Been way too long staying in this house. I wanna get laid on, but I'm quiet as a mouse. Life been cooped up like a duck in a pen. Won't spread my wings, won't get on the road again. Gotta get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna slow me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna slow me down. Get on the road now. Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Been a long, hard winter. Couldn't go outside. Too much snow. Won't see sunshine. Got cabin fever deep in my brain, like Jack from The Shine. About to go insane. Gotta get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna slow me down. Gotta get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna slow me down. Yeah, gotta get back, 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 get on the road now. Get back, gotta 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 get back, get on the road now. Gotta get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna slow me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Get on the road now. Yeah, nothing gonna stop me now. Gotta get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna slow me down. Get on the road now. Nothing gonna hold me down. Get on the road. Get back, gotta get back out. Get back, gotta get back out. Get back, gotta get back out on the road now. Yeah, gotta get back, gotta get back out. Get back, gotta get back out. Get back, gotta get back out on the road now.
Welcome back to Promotion live from Market Square on Wednesday nights.
Wednesday nights, you shouldn't be anywhere else but right here live on Market Square. I mean, because we explain things going on in the community. There's a community opportunity here, and also great music, and in that community, and what a wonderful time to do it on Wednesday night. When back when I was growing up, we were in church, but hey, we'll stay here, have a little whiskey, and be on the internet. That's the.
I tried to figure out what day would be better, to not compete with things, but everyone was like Wednesday nights,
So
do
you
Wednesday
went after
nights.
Jesus?
So it's like
You
I
went
went
after
after
Jesus?
Jesus. I did. I went after Jesus. I suppose.
That's perfect. That's great.
Maybe one day we'll switch it to a different day.
What a wonderful opportunity.
We took a poll, okay? We took a poll and everyone said Wednesdays at 7. So.
We've been polling on the radio, and I'm telling you, we're learning a lot of things about our people, and I totally understand. Wednesday night seems to be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems to be working out okay.
So who's your guest today? Huh?
I got special things going on for January the 4th coming up in Pigeon Forge, but a lot of this stuff wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for some of the relationships that we've made over at OXB Radio, James. And King's Family Distillery has been able to help us make that possible, getting promotions out on the street for our veterans event. So I thought, what a better opportunity than to let you see a king's face. The finest spirits in the Smokies. Justin King and Cara King, and I really think she is the king, but don't tell Justin that. But they have great spirits, James, and you guys, they have the finest spirits in the Smokies. There's a great story behind them. So why don't let's talk about their story and who they are first. And Justin, you guys met, I don't want to tell too much because there's a podcast out there, but you guys met a few years ago. You were already working in the spirit industry in East Tennessee, correct?
I was. I had an interesting role as the master distiller for Old Smoky. And, that was a growing brand, and we did a lot of fun things there. And I got to meet Cara through kind of a different way. Her family, had a business that was selling rye to all the major distilleries in the U.S., and what did Old Smoky need was rye. And so who did I contact was now my wife, Cara.
The rye
Yes.
broker. You were the rye broker. Is that what it's called? Like she
Yes,
has
I was a rye broker. My family still has that company. They're out of Louisville now. We were out of Minneapolis, but we actually met at a whiskey convention. Funnily enough, so that's where true love happens, is whiskey conventions.
Well, tell me, what is it about? Why did you guys decide? Because you're, in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, there seems to be, every corner,
Major liquor.
Yeah, there's
Everywhere-
beer, there's
everywhere
liquor
has
everywhere.
liquor. And
What is
moonshine
it?
for free
And I know the
everything,
answer to this because I've tasted it all. But what is it that makes you guys stand apart and separate from to make you the finest spirits in the Smokies?
We do whiskey, and we do whiskey well. We have award-winning whiskeys from our Ryconic, which is a double-barreled rye. We have our standard rye, which is our house favorite. We bring that home the most. But we have more traditional spirits, more serious spirits, if you will. I mean, moonshine's really fun. It's great to have at a party, but if you're wanting to sit down with a fine cigar or, sit down with friends to share something special, you want that to be an award-winning whiskey, and that's what we do.
And you really don't just have, you can ask questions at any time. I know everything.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I know
I'm
all the
learning.
answers.
I'm learning. Yeah.
But you really do. You have you've got some other spirits besides bourbon, and I think that same standard that you guys have really spills over to even some of the other spirits.
So you
Oh,
make
for
all the
sure.
spirits?
We
Essentially?
right now we have whiskey, we have vodkas, a couple of different styles of vodka. We have really great flavors. We have flavored whiskeys. Our best sellers right now would be probably the peach whiskey, which is
that sounds really good.
Yeah,
it's really good. And we just reformulated the apple whiskey, and that is fantastic too. So
Where can I go and buy your whiskey or your products at?
you can come to our store in just outside of Pigeon Forge. That's probably the best. That has the biggest selection. It has what we're experimenting on. Usually Justin and I are in there. One of us is in there. So when we're always happy to talk whiskey. But you can also find us. We're at Total Wine. We're at several other places across East Tennessee. We're represented across the entire state.
Gotcha.
So just head to your nearest liquor store and ask for Kings.
Cool.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Yeah, we don't want to run out of time, but we got a video. Let's do the video, and then let's do the video of the veteran helping a veteran video, and set that up, and then we'll talk about more about Spirit of Freedom and King's relationship. In just
Before
a
you
second.
hit go, Nate, where is your store located in Pigeon Forge?
Oh yes,
What's
it's
your address?
1440 Upper Middle Creek Road. So if you go past the old Dollywood entrance,
Okay.
it's also past the Gatlinburg golf course. Just about a mile. We'll be up there on your right. You can't miss it. We've got billboards leading up to it, so you really can't miss it.
Nice, fantastic.
It's
Well,
worth the
definitely
drive.
check it out.
Worth the drive.
Yeah.
But we'll talk to him again after the video.
All right, cool.
Yeah, can we do
Let's
that?
check.
Hello, I'm Donovan Chapman, former pararescueman in the United States Air Force. I lead the Special Operations Veterans class, and we have great riders in our program. Mr. Don Goodman assists me with riding with veterans under the Special Operations throughout all the military services. And veterans have a lot of trauma that they deal with in the past. So we're able to pull those stories, what the trauma is related to, from the veteran, and we're able to put song to it. And it gives these veterans a healing process. Here with my mentor and pararescue brother, Scotty Gearin. And this is PJ. He's up here lapdogging, showing Scotty some love. So Scotty is a wonderful man with a wonderful story. And his song is called God, I'm Not Ready to Go Yet. We just recorded it here in Nashville yesterday and did the vocals today. Scotty lived through what most people in special operations know you won't live through, and that's hitting the ground without a parachute, falling at over 100 miles an hour. And Scotty's here with us today to tell his story. As the song lyrics say, God is real and you can heal. Faith will always see you through. Don't give up on yourself. He won't give up on you.
Not ready to go yet. Wanna see another sunset.
My name is John Goodman, and for the last 50 years, I've made my living as a songwriter in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm one of the founders of Freedom Sings USA, and it's been my great pleasure to work with some incredible veterans, guys who have their backs against the wall, guys who have the highest suicide rate, guys who make sacrifices above comprehension. And to be able to tell their stories and turn them into songs and see healing in their eyes, see smiles on their faces, and to know that their families and their friends will finally know exactly what it is they have done, what they've given, why they suffer. Freedom Sings USA, our goal is to let no veteran be an unsung hero.
The power of music is very strong. It's God's language, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. I work with Mr. Don Goodman, who is the co-founder, one of the co-founders of Freedom Sings, and Miss Bobby Standifer, the other co-founder. And we work together very closely and humbly to do this job. We have two programs, the National Songwriting class, which is every Wednesday, and then my class, which is the Special Operations Veterans class on Thursdays. For more information on Freedom Sings, you can look us up on the internet, www.freedomsingsusa.org, and you can reach any one of us there. And like I said, we would love to have you in our programs. We want to honor every veteran out there and their story with a beautiful song, paying it forward.
When I got out, wasn't much of me left. I was good at serving others, but not myself. Tent patched up with duct tape, keeping out the rain.
When the story becomes a song, Freedom Sings USA, and that's exactly why. And honestly, Cara, if you remember back when Taz Cable and yourself was actually negotiating some of the things that we were doing, it all started over music. And one of the
Yep.
conversations that we had about, just go ahead and tell you I'm Taz Cable, but one of the conversations that we had about you guys coming on board even then was, I mean, just the personality of your spirit is actually why you're able to bring it together with music, because it's not a rowdy whiskey, it is a sipping whiskey, and it brings a different class, and it's one of the reasons that we started working together. So, but before I put words in your mouth again, why do you guys continue to get behind this live music stuff and some of the stuff that we're doing here in East Tennessee and across the state?
For us, the live music part of it, the songwriters are really, there's the backbone of the industry. And we love to support that. We love to hear new voices, and we love to hear new perspectives. And then that paired with doing this for the veterans too, that was just another huge point of support for us, because I mean, who doesn't have family that's been in the military?
Right.
You know,
Right.
I've got close friends who have been all over the world with the military as well. So it's something that we are absolutely overjoyed to be able to support.
Yeah, you guys are never available, so it worked out for you guys to be able to be a part of this platform and come by and tell us about who you guys are. But I think we are crunching on time. But the Spirit of Freedom, you guys are on board with that. Spirit of Freedom supports Freedom Sings USA. This coming up Tuesday, Trisha Jean Brady, Wood Newton, that's a legend coming to Pigeon Forge and doing this for Freedom Sings USA. That's a relationship of theirs. It's not any connection that OXV Radio has or whatever. But it's awesome to have somebody like that to come into our community and help our veterans. And I'm pretty excited about it, James. Like having the major songwriters come in with our local songwriters and then bringing the veteran story and turning that into a song is just absolutely incredible. And thank you guys, Cara and Justin, for allowing this to happen and take it into the communities and celebrate this music and these veterans.
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
No,
Yeah,
it's
important important
Yeah.
to support everybody, really.
And thank you for letting OXB Radio and all of us over at the Spirit of Freedom use this platform to encourage people to get out and help our veterans and support the songwriters. And
That's why we
pretty
built
cool.
it. That's why
Yeah.
we built it, man. I was on a stream in Pigeon Forge, and then that stream ended, and I interviewed a lot of businesses and I book a lot of entertainment in East Tennessee and in Pigeon Forge and Gallenberg. And in fact, Nick is up there frequently. You can see him at a bunch of places up there. And and it just continues to grow. But we needed our own platform to support the people that we facilitate to really push them and get them to be seen and heard. That's the goal. So
Exactly.
Well, come out and see it. We got one more video. We're
do have
celebrating this coming up. Freedom Sings USA's King's Family Distillery presents Spirit of Freedom. Too many words all at once. But that coming up on January the 4th. We're celebrating the World War II volume from Freedom Sings USA. There's 8 volumes they have currently featuring World War II, and it's crazy. There's 19 songs, 19 stories, 19 veteran stories on this album. And during Veterans Day, when Taz was live on OXB Radio with the veterans, they told that there's 19 stories on there, but 12 of them have died within the year because they're 95 and 105 years old. I mean, they're so to get those stories, and listen, when you're listening to those songs, get a chance, go to freedomsingsusa.org and listen to those songs. That veteran story, it just hit me like a ton of bricks that one story affected my freedom. That one story. And it's just a real honor to be part of this. And I'm excited, and thank you, Kings, and thank you, James. And
no problem. Yeah, I'm excited to have them and excited to be part of this event.
No, it's
I'm going to
cool.
come up there on Tuesday as well. So
Yeah,
if
you
you guys
better.
are there, I'll see you then.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Definitely. Let's check this video out.
Stood in shock and awe as the towers fell, ready to roll over the evil that rose out of hell. Oh, glory was flying on every porch and waving in every heart. Americans on fire, ready to do our part. Where's the fire we felt? Can't believe how we lived. 20 years later, numb from the loss, crushed by all the lives it cost. Asking ourselves, what was it for? Broken heroes of a 20-year war. Another 9/11 is come and gone. Those who made it home alive, confusion rages on. Another war the politicians wouldn't let us win. We committed to the fight, but we couldn't fight to the end. Where's the fire we felt? Can't believe how we lived. 20 years later, numb from the loss, crushed by all the lives it cost. Asking ourselves, what was it for? Broken heroes of a 20-year war. Veterans stand alone together, carrying memories forever. There's no cure, there's no fix, 'cause politics and war don't mix. Politics and war don't mix. Where's the fire we felt? Can't believe how we lived. 20 years later, numb from the loss, broken heroes of a 20-year war. Broken heroes of a 20-year war. Yeah, this 20-year war.
Well, we might as well, celebrate some music, man.
We should.
Yeah. It's what it's about.
It is what it's about. Nick, why don't you take us away and play another tune, man?
Yeah, I'm excited about this.
What is this song called?
The song's called VCR.
All right.
It's a very retro song. So. Driving around in my car, wherever I go, I won't get far. Can it take me back to where you are? Rewind the tape on my VCR. I gotta take it back. Gotta take it back. One more drink at the local bar. Trying to forget who you are. What was a memory is now a scar. Left on a tape in my VCR. I gotta take it back. Gotta take it back. Well, I was a kid and you were a star, but Hollywood would have been too far. Like a distant dream from where you are. Left on tape in my VCR. I gotta take it back. Take it back. I gotta take it back. Take it back. Take it back. I gotta take it back. I gotta take it back. I gotta take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
Hey.
Welcome back.
We're back.
Live from Market Square.
Live from Market Square.
Pretty cool show so far.
Hang on.
Are we
Hang on. I think your mic is actually over here on this table. Do you see?
having
do you
sound
see it over there?
issues?
Just pick one of those microphones up and clip it on, do you?
Any mic will do you.
Yeah, perfect. Ah, sorry.
Next one, man, he's like crazy on that guitar. Like it's absolute, that guitar.
Guitar.
Yeah, that guitar. You'd like to have him around a campfire. God, what a crazy talent.
Definitely. And actually, what's really cool is when he came on with Promotion, everyone that I know in Knoxville was like, "Dude, you know Nick Swan?" I was like, "Bro, I know Nick Swan now."
I know Nick Swan. I know Nick Swan now.
So, Nick, how are you doing, man?
I'm great. It's good to be here.
Yeah. So, are you from Knoxville or are you from Nashville? Which one are you actually from, or you know?
I'm from Knoxville.
You're from Knoxville.
Yeah, I grew up in Knoxville.
Grew up in Knoxville. What'd you go to school?
Lived in Nashville about 7 years.
Awesome.
Lived all over. Lived in New York and Memphis, all over the state of Tennessee. But
Got you.
yeah, grew up here in Knoxville and glad to be back.
Got you. So, you were a musician, right? You traveled and played with people most times, from my understanding?
Yeah, in Nashville I did. I was kind of a freelance lead guitar player for different singers and whatnot.
Who'd you play with?
That's crazy.
Probably the guy I played with longest was named Billy Brown.
Okay.
He's out of Cincinnati, and but I play with a lot of different country, mainly country singers.
Country
in
artists?
Nashville, yeah.
So you a chicken picker?
A little bit. I never fully became a Nashville country guitar player. I kind of kept my own style, but definitely played my share of country music.
Right.
I mean, don't you have, I mean, being on the east side and being in the south, east side of the United States and being in the south, you don't feel like that's kind of what you have to do to kind of float through the industry?
You don't have to do anything.
No, I like your attitude. I do like your attitude. I mean, if you want to eat, you do, but...
I always thought when I got to Nashville, I'm going to do what I do.
Yeah.
It helps me to become more of a professional musician
Right.
on the whole. But I kept who I was, and I kept my style, and tried to make the most of the music I was playing, which was, not always my favorite kind of music, but
Right.
you do the best you can.
You do the whole Broadway thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So you played down there, like 6 or 7 nights a week?
I never did it as much as some other people. I'm not a hustler as much as some other people, but I did a lot of Broadway and still a lot of road stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So with your own style, what really inspires you to play? Like who's the artist that really inspire you?
Oh, you could run the gamut from, Tom Petty, a lot of the early blues players, Son House, Freddie Lewis, early country people like Jimmy Rogers, a lot of classic rock, Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, all the Seattle bands, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, was kind of what got me into music. But I have an appreciation for all
genres
kinds of music. Love jazz, love classical, so it's really a lot of everything.
You seem like a guy that's still, that maybe never got away from, still listening to music on vinyl. You seem like you're pretty connected.
Yeah, definitely spend a lot of money on vinyl records.
What are you listening to right now? What are some of the stuff you're listening to now?
Well, I just saw one of my favorite, he's not exactly newer artist, but he's been kind of gained more fame in the last 10 years, is a guy named Charlie Parr. He's from Minnesota. Just saw him in concert in Asheville, actually. It was the closest place to see him, and got his record. It's really great. He's kind of more of a old-time folk and blues guitar player. He plays just by himself, so he's really great. I just got a classic Tom Waits album.
Nice.
Nighthawks at the Diner. Otis Spann is a great blues piano player. from back in the day. He played with Muddy Waters, and I got a record he did with the original Fleetwood Mac with Peter Green, and that one is really awesome. So
That's
So,
cool.
so you got a show coming up New Year's Eve, right? Like, where's that at, and what's the details on that?
yeah, that's at a new venue in town called Alley Ray's Grill.
Yeah.
It's on North Broadway,
Yep.
about a
Shout
mile
out to Dave
north
Goldschmidt. Sorry.
mile north of Old City. It's a really cool spot. Saw Josiah and the Greater Good there at their grand opening, and I was there. I was gonna go eat there the other day, and they were closed. And there was a guy in the parking lot. He was like, well, "Let me tell you, they're open these hours." And he gave me the whole rundown. He's like, "They have the best food." And
They do. They have great food. So Alley Ray was a food truck.
Oh wow.
And Dave Goldschmidt's the owner. And I met Dave 4 or 5 years ago. And he always talked about owning a music venue and incorporate his food with it and his restaurant ideas and everything else. And he's
That's crazy.
4 years later of knowing him, he actually executed it.
So what
And,
about? Tell us about what's New Year's Eve. What can people expect? You got other people there with you?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a band. It'll be a trio. Me and Matthew Keir on bass, and Marvin Langford on drums.
Nice.
2 great players.
How much are tickets? And
It's just there's no ticketing. It's just walk in, come in, and party.
I was asking him.
Oh, sorry.
He knows more than I do. So
Hey,
Yeah, you're headlining? Well, I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, I just
he's
wanted
just
to make sure.
he's the entertainment for the night.
Oh, that's
yeah,
perfect.
it's gonna be 9 to 12, and
Yeah,
we're
champagne
gonna be playing
toast.
a lot of cover stuff, a lot of classic rock stuff people know. Just be rocking it out.
Shake the
So,
groove thing.
Yeah.
How cool is that? That's fun. Like New Year's Eve to me, like it always seems like when you go to. I hope everybody's packed this week, but to me it just seems like amateur night. Like you got to deal with a lot of extra people. But
for
in
New
it-
Year's?
yeah,
That are
but
always being extra.
yeah, always just a little extra. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just a little bit extra on New Year's Eve. But it's always a good time. Like it's almost like Christmas, Christmas Eve. Not really Christmas Day because Christmas Day is like. But do we need to take a commercial break? Wait,
No,
rearrange?
sorry,
Okay, we're good.
sorry.
But no, but it's almost like New Year's Eve. Like if you can find a good spot, this sounds like a good time, is what I'm saying. Like if you can find a good spot where it's like a community and there's friends and there's people and you can celebrate with music, I say do it.
Yeah, I think it's the good thing about this place is it's just a little bit outside of the craziness of downtown. So
Yeah.
you don't have to deal with all the parking and all the crazy people that are going to be down here. So
What are you gonna wear?
Pardon me.
probably something not too unlike this.
Gotcha. You should just go something
Yeah.
super flashy, you know.
I'm thinking, jeans, maybe a shirt of some sort, probably a hat. So
Cool.
I don't think people are going to be coming to. I mean, after the guitar playing that I just heard, I don't think people are coming to hear see what you're wearing. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I don't think that's
know.
going to be.
There's I do have a loyal Cougar following. So
A loyal follow.
So there'll be some cougars there, y'all. If you want to, he's going to draw them in for you. The lamb is bringing in the cougars.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
That's
the,
crazy.
The lamb.
You have a full blown disclosed
Yeah.
cougar following.
Cougar following.
I love
Yeah,
it.
Definitely. So
No pressure.
no pressure though. When did you really first pick up a guitar? And where did you start? Where did you? I mean, tell us about your early childhood of being a musician.
Well, if you go way back, my parents brought home a little guitar and a piano when I was about 4 or 5,
Okay.
maybe a little bit older than that. But my sister played the piano, took lessons, and I wanted to take lessons on this guitar, but the teacher said they wouldn't teach on that. It wasn't like a full guitar. So I didn't end up actually getting a real guitar and taking lessons till a little bit later. I was about 12. And it just moved. Long story, we kind of moved to an apartment while we were waiting for another house. So I moved to a different school out in Cedar Bluff. And that's kind of really when I got into music, because the few friends that I did make at that school were all into music. So I got into Metallica and Guns N' Roses and Pearl Jam, Nirvana, all the stuff that was kind of coming out in the early 90s. And from there, just kind of went backwards. Started taking lessons from this guy Travis Wyrick, who was
Nice.
in a big local band called Sage, and he taught me, just songs. So I learned to play all the songs that I wanted to play, and just kind of kept at it ever since, and
Gotcha.
learned to play off records and all that.
Do you play more than one instrument or just guitar or
I play some bass. I record with bass and can play semi-competent drums, but I wouldn't call myself a drummer. And got a few other stringed instruments at the house, like dulcimer and mandolin, but mainly guitar.
Gotcha.
Wow. I wish I wasn't out of town for New Year's Eve. I'd come check it out. Oh,
Yeah,
this is incredible today.
He's really, really talented. I met you at a blues jam, John Mason's Blues Jams, and you were wailing a solo, and I was like, this kid is really good. And then, you contacted me, and we were talking back and forth, and I never put a face with a name, and then I was at another blues jam, and then his name was Nick Swan got pulled up. I was like, hey, that's that dude I've been talking to, so I got to see you play
the
again.
blues jams are like kind of that's right in my wheelhouse, right when
Yeah, I
can
can
just
imagine
kinda
that.
have fun and let loose.
That's incredible. So you coming up New Year's Eve? What time does the show start? New Year's Eve.
9 p.m.
And how can people get in touch with you as an artist and check out your show dates and all of that good stuff?
Well, you can find me on Facebook. It's either Nick Swan is my personal account, and Nick Swan Band is the band account, and Guitar Swan is my name on Instagram and YouTube. So I usually post stuff on each of those.
What about for Spotify and iTunes? Hear your original music.
I'm on Spotify. My band released a couple records in Nashville. Nick Swan Band. You can find those on Spotify and all the streaming sites. Most of my stuff is on Bandcamp, so that's where it has pretty much everything I've ever released. Most of it's independent, so
Gotcha.
a lot of solo stuff there as well.
Cool. Well, make sure everyone go get it. Nick Swan Band.
Nick Swan, man, true talent. I'm privileged to even be able to hear.
Yeah,
Tonight,
and,
it's awesome.
Hey, we have another song that he's going to do.
Cool.
Do you want to? You can walk back over there while we talk for a minute, and then we'll get you to play.
Okay.
Perfect. So.
No, go right ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he's very talented. I have him booked all over the map. He books himself constantly, too. He's played with some really great names, too. I mean, when he first came to me, I was listening to all of his music. I was like, dude, this guy is killer, man. He has a great sound, So I was excited to work with him.
No.
And everywhere I've put him, everyone's like, dude, Nick Swan is the man.
Well, I mean, you pull out that guitar, man. I mean, he can. I mean, if you're mic'd up, I was going to ask you something else, but I mean, I could listen to just the guitar solos.
Yeah, he's a great soloist.
But there's something about the guitar, though. It kind of sings, a piano kind of squawks, but a guitar kind of.
A piano's.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, you know what I mean? But the guitar kind of, I don't know, something about it. I don't know, it just speaks to you differently. I don't know. I'm not knocking the piano. Please don't send me hate mail over the damn piano.
That's
I love the piano. Love the guitar tonight, though.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Nick, actually, I want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. We are live from Market Square every Wednesday night. We alternate. Myself does with Josh Martin. He'll be here next week. Josh and I was going to call you Taz.
It's
but that's
okay.
not the
I mean, I did kind of out myself, but that's all the. I mean, I am working. I'm working a little more broadly these days, and the segregation had to happen. So that if I've never addressed that on this show, I did on the radio station. But I guess that is it's marketing. That's all it is.
It's all marketing.
It's all marketing.
Gray and Taz and Gray, similarly to the same
Like
person.
twin brothers.
Yeah, they're twin brothers.
But no, thanks for letting us have the platform today to talk about Spirit of Freedom. It's very dear to me to be able to raise money for our veterans, and now working with some of these songwriters locally, it seems like that that we might be able to get some local traction going for having a local chapter. So Freedom Sings USA, the USA is very important. I guess there's freedomsingsusa.org. But anyway, thank you guys very much. Thanks to Kings, support our veterans, support James and Promotion and all these wonderful artists that are on here
and also
on
the listening room.
On OXB Radio, the listening room, the venues. I mean, all of it needs help right now. I've said that I think every week since I've been here. But the venues are everybody's going through something right now, and it's okay. We could go through something good if we all allow it, right?
Definitely.
And Nick, we've been going through something good today. Nick Swan's
Yes.
awesome. Nick, thank
Nick.
you for sharing your talent with us. That's awesome.
Yeah, and why don't you close us out tonight?
Well, since we were talking about the guitar, I'm going to go ahead and play this song that I wrote. This kind of an autobiographical song, so you'll get more information about my personal life as it relates to playing guitar. But this one's called Guitar Man. I was just a boy when I started picking these guitar strings. I could feel the blues from Memphis and the soul of New Orleans. But when Kurt died in Seattle, I was just about 13. I don't know why it happened, I don't know what it means. But this a guitar I kept playing all alone and in my dreams, in backyards and in basements, and all roads in between. It's my favorite companion, and it's always there for me. Even when I'm out of practice, or it makes my fingers bleed. Like you, I've got my problems, and a vice or two or three. But all that just fades away when I play guitar and sing. I play them bars all across this land. I got a way of life some don't understand. Baby, I work hard, I do the best I can. So won't you raise your drink to the guitar man? Well, I can still remember seeing Jimmy Page and Robert Plant, watching old Dickie Betts play the blues and the Allman Brothers Band. To me they were more than heroes, they got me through a lot of jams and gave me something better to do than fighting with my hands. 'Cause there's an inner rage inside me, and it comes out when I play. But I'd rather beat on the wood and wire than to harm a living thing. I spent a little time in prison for a night I drove the wrong way. But I thank God I'm here and alive, right here in the USA. Well, I'll play in bars all across this land. I got a way of life some don't understand. Baby, I work hard, I do the best I can. So won't you raise your drink to the guitar man?
Nice.